Welcome to the speaking section of the IELTS exam. My name is Rose. I will be your examiner for this part of the test. I'm recording this making and clerical purposes. This is candidate number 9H517. The speaking has three parts. I will give you instruction for each. Before it, would you please tell your name? My name is Jihan Nabilah. Actually, I do not have a nickname, so you can call me Jihan. Okay, Jihan, for part 1, I will ask for questions to get to know you better and some question on a general topic. Well, Jihan, where do you live now? I was born in Bandung, but now, because my college is far enough from my home, so I take a boarding houses in the front of the campus and the location is in Cimahi, West Java, Indonesia. What's your occupation now? Actually, I am a student of Ministry of Health Polytechnic Bandung, and now I'm a third semester student, and I'm an applied undergraduate student, so I studied in this college for 4 years with a lot of practice than theories. Let's talk about health. Is it important to you to eat healthy food? Okay, in my vision, it is absolutely important that we have to eat healthy food because healthy is more than expensive. By eating healthy foods, we will get a lot of benefits such as it can help us reach and maintain an optimum weight while also reducing the risk of developing life-threatening diseases like cancer or heart disease. Besides that, it can also improve gut health, better mood, memory, getting better sleep, and the point is improving the quality of a better life. If you catch a cold, what do you do to help you feel better? Okay, if I catch a cold, I try to make a hot chocolate or a cup of tea or some herbals because it warms from the inside, so it influences our body very positively. All we know that certain herbals have particular effect on our body, and it is also possible to strengthen the effect of hot tea if we combine it with lemon or honey. They are rich in vitamin C and various nutrients which will help us with inflammation. They will boost our immune system and we will recover from our cold or flu faster and effortlessly. Moreover, not only about the tea, I also drink more water because drink more can rehydrate our body and to keep the level of vitamins high. In addition, no less important is I usually get more sleep because remember that our body restores its physical strength and help foster while we are sleeping. Do you pay attention to public information about health? Okay, no, I do not. I don't really pay attention of public information about health because besides, we have to take the time to continue to update the latest information about health. Sometimes the information obtained is still being public question. For example, there are still many hoax news, especially in the health sector. There are also many people who sometimes exaggerate a topic to attract readers, for example, such as exaggerating the dangers of COVID-19, lying to the public with the number of deaths, handling that should not be done, and etc. Besides, because I'm a health student, I get a lot of information about health from valid sources, such as lecturers. However, sometimes I also still to follow some public information about health but by being screened first. What could you do to have a healthier lifestyle? Well, I could making minor modification to my everyday routine over time because it can have a significant impact. Making small changes to our lifestyle can help us live a healthier life. First of all, I would strive to maintain a healthy weight. It's a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and fiber. And of course, I would exercise often, such as workout. But besides that, I also would learns how to handle stress, gets enough sleep each night, drink more water, and how to don't sit too much. And the important one is socialization. It reduces stress and anxiety and improves mental functioning, and that helps guard against depression, heart disease, and dementia. That is the end of part 1. We will now continue with part 2. For this part, I will give you a cue card and you can think for 1 minute and you will have talk about topic for 1 to 2 minutes. Your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking. Okay, I have been in situations where I have to wait for everyone to attend a meeting. At that time, only about 1 or 2 people had not attended the meeting, and it takes a lot of time, about 30 minutes. And for at the time, it is required for all members to be present and listen to the explanation at the same time. There are so many important discussions that if the person comes in the middle, it will waste energy back to explain the same thing to just that 1 or 2 person. And when I have to waiting for a long time, I feel uncomfortable and quite upset about this situation, because by waiting becomes a waste of a lot of time for nothing, and also seems disrespectful, and I feel guilty to the people who can arrive on time. Your time is up. I will stop you there. Now, we will continue with part 3. For this part, I will ask you some more questions related to the topic of part 2. Let's talk about arriving early and being patient. In what kind of situation should people always arrive early? Okay, I think people should always arrive early in any situation to attend something very important and cannot be anticipated. As for example, for any kind of exam, job interview, important official meeting, pursuit of transportation time, and emergency help team. In addition, people should always arrive early in other situations where they promise to arrive on time and if not earlier. How important it is to arrive early in your country? Okay, actually, it is important to arrive early in my country, but it's just an important word, but in not in practice. There are still many people who are not disciplined, and also the lack of strict sanction can cause society to become accustomed to behaving casually. Besides, there are also institutions that have implemented a disciplinary system such as sanction for students or students college and workers who come to school or office late. This must continue to be improved to get used to being a disciplined and punctual society in carrying out daily work. How can modern technology help people to arrive early? Of course, modern technologies such as smartphone and internet technologies with their mapping software can help us identify which roads have a better traffic situation to change routes and arrive early. Even FM radio station can also provide regular updates on the traffic situation to help people arrive at their destination on time or even earlier. In addition, technology now provides a lot of convenience in two-wheeled public transportation such as Gojek, which can speed up to arrive in the event of a traffic jam. What kinds of jobs require the most patience? Okay, having a lot of patience is always good for any job, but in my opinion, doctors or surgeons who are caring for the terminally ill, teachers who teach children and the children, electrical technicians, call center jobs that involve difficult and frustrated customers are some of the jobs in my country that require extreme patience. In addition, all the works which are strictly towards deadlines would also require the most patience to complete the works on time, no matter what the situations. I also believe the health advisors, zoologists, and wildlife biologists, animal trainers, and professional actors need a great deal of patience to their jobs. Is it always better to be patient in work or studies? It's always better to be patient at work as it helps people to do a certain job correctly from time to time. But if the work is too stressful and it negatively affects the physical and mental health of a person, it's not acceptable to always be patient at work. In addition, if being always patient means staying hours at work to do the job well, this negatively affects the relationship with families. This is not acceptable. Finally, if being always patient at works mean giving up better work opportunities at other places, no matter how terrible and unsatisfying it really is, it is certainly not okay either. However, when it comes to studies, it is always better to be because the more patient a person is in their studies, they learn. Do you agree or disagree that the older people are the more patient they are? Okay, I don't necessarily agree with the suggestion that the older people are, the more patient they become, primarily because there is no scientific data or evidence to suggest so. In fact, how patient a person really is depends on what kind of person he or she is and in what time of situation he or she really is in. Having said that, however, it can certainly be argued that older people, because of their age and experiences in handling different kinds of situation in different times, they would certainly know better about when to be patient and when not to be. That is the end of part 3. That concludes the speaking section of the IELTS exam. You will have your mark in today's online and you will have your certificate with all the section. Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. I was very tense and tried to increase my courage. The most stressful thing is that I have to chat directly with native speakers who have been just speaking practice. Maybe just for me. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye.